The first thing people noticed about locker 47 was the smell. It wasn't the usual gym sweat or mold the old high school was known for. This odor was sharper sweet, metallic, and faintly rotten, the kind that made the back of your throat itch. Custodians sprayed it, students complained about it, teachers ignored it, but it always seeped back, as if the locker was exhaling. Nobody used locker 47. It hadn't belonged to a student in years, but no one would tell why. Mara Alice learned about the locker on her third day at Ridgewood High. She was small, quiet, and didn't like making trouble, but her assigned locker 47 was jammed shut. When she asked the office for a different one, the secretary gave her a strange, tired look. "That's the only free one," the woman said. "If it sticks, use your elbow." Mara returned to the hallway, alone now. The corridor was unusually cold. She tugged the handle. It clicked open immediately. Inside sat a single item. A folded scrap of paper, yellowed at the edges, with the words. The paper trembled between Mara's fingers. She waited for someone to jump out laughing, but no one did. The hallway was empty, silent, except for a soft hum inside the locker, like someone whispering behind the metal. She shut it fast. At lunch, Mara asked the only person who'd talked to her, Lena, from math class. Lena's face strained. "They stuck you with that one. What's wrong with it?" Lena glanced around before speaking. Locker 47 belonged to a girl named Hannah Brooke. She went missing. No one ever found her, but students said they saw things. Her reflection in the metal, her hair sticking through the vents. Someone said she was trapped inside, like the locker swallowed her. "That's stupid," Mara said, but her fingers were cold. Lena leaned in. "Then why does it smell like that? And why does it whisper?" Mara forced herself not to look at the locker the rest of the day. But after last bell, when the hallway lights flickered in their usual sickly way, locker 47 clicked open on its own. Click. Slow, soft. Mara froze. Inside, the smell hit her stronger now, warm and rotten. And she saw something new. Her math notebook. She had left it in her backpack. "How did you?" The whispering rose again. This time it formed a shape, a word made of breath, scraping metal. Her blood turned to ice. She slammed the locker shut, but the whisper didn't stop. It seeped through the vents, crawling into her ears. The next days blurred. Mara barely slept. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw a pale woman's shape inside the locker. Her hands pressed flat against the metal from the inside. Her nails cracked, her grin too wide. Kids avoided Mara now. She looked haunted. She was haunted, and locker 47 always knew where she was. Even when she ran down the hall, it opened and shut in slow, rhythmic pulses like breathing. Friday evening, storm clouds pooled around the school like bruises as Mara stayed late to finish a project in the art room. When she stepped into the hallway, every light was off except one flickering above locker 47. The locker was open. This time, she didn't run. She was too tired to run. Inside was a photograph. Black and white, blurry. A girl stood in the school hallway, her back turned, hair long and dark. Mara squinted. The girl was wearing her backpack. She turned the photo over. On the back, in shaky ink, the humming started low at first, then rising like a swarm of insects. The locker's darkness looked deeper than it should. Like it wasn't a locker at all, but a doorway leading somewhere cold, wet, and infinitely deep. A hand reached out from inside, thin, pale, bloody at the fingertips. "Mara," the voice croaked. "Trade places with me." She stepped backward, but the hallway behind her had stretched longer, darker. The exit was gone. The hand grabbed her wrist and pulled. Monday morning, the students found locker 47 hanging slightly open again. The smell was unbearable. Custodian Mr. Hale muttered curses as he yanked the locker door wider. Inside was a new note, fresh and white.